Why do we go to mandir? Not to pray. We go to mandir because we have a long list of demands which we are going to place before God. We go there in Canada, in Vancouver, in Toronto, in Ottawa, in any part of the country, in any part of the world. We go there and then we close our eyes. We go to the church, we close our eyes, and then we start pouring out a list of our demands and say, God, you need to do this. You need to do that. Please do this because that's good for me. Please don't do that because that's not good for me. So in effect, we are giving advice to God as to what he should be doing for our own well-being, and with the presumption that we know better than him what is good for us. And that is the kind of prayers we make before God. Don't come to the wish-fulfilling tree and ask for products which are available in the market. What is available in the world, you go and seek in the world. Ask from God that which only God can give. And do not use your opportunity with God to ask for mundane things. True devotion is about what can I do for God because I belong to him. It is not about what God should do for me because he is beholden to me because I am offering some devotion to him. So he has no other role. So might as well he responds to my prayers, because otherwise I'll stop even praying to him and hence he will not have a devotee. So he better listen to me. That is not devotion. That is not the kind of attitude we need to have for God. We have to be available at his beck and call. We have to, if we believe in divinity having a form, having a certain set of attributes, and having a particular name which is dearest to us, then we also need to be aware of the fact that it is we who belong to him, and he is not the one who is supposed to be responding to us the way we think he should. So this was all example of Swartha Bhakti. True Bhakti or true devotion is Parartha Bhakti, the one which is for para or for that which is beyond. Devotion for God, love for God. Devotion and love are synonyms. They mean the same. Love for God is devotion for God. Devotion and love to God are not meant for worldly benefits. Devotion and love are inseparable and interdependent. Devotion is the means to achieve salvation, and love is the expression of that devotion. If we see these wars of Ramayana and Mahabharata on cinema or documentaries or even in books, usually read or see that the warrior prays and there is a power of the mantra which comes into the arrow, and that helps the arrow reach its destination. In our spiritual journey, it is love. This is love for God, this devotion towards God, which will give power to all the self-effort that we make in our spiritual journey and help us achieve this ultimate spiritual destination. Constant and loving contemplation on God and an expression of love for him, both internally and externally, is true devotion. Exhibitionistic devotion, that which is done to show, Swami used to pun on the words. We don't do social service. We do social service. We want to show others that we are doing service. Similarly, we do also social exhibitionistic devotion. We want to show others that we are great devotees, and we do a lot of things so that others are convinced about our devotion. That is not true devotion. True devotion should be free from selfishness of any kind. So what should true devotion look like? It is service to the Lord, service to his message, service to his mission. That's the highest expression of devotion. That loving service to the divine confers the highest. So what is the end output of devotion? What is the end outcome of devotion? It is not some worldly benefit. In the Narada Bhakti Sutras, sage Narada, the finest of sages, who is also considered to be the son of Brahma, the creator, he says in the second verse, Yallabdhva puman siddho bhavati, amrito bhavati, tripto bhavati. What does that mean? Yallabdhva, having achieved that, puman, that, what? Supreme devotion. Once we achieve that supreme devotion, what happens? What is an outcome? How is it seen? One becomes perfect because of that devotion. One achieves an immortal status because of that devotion. one achieves supreme and permanent satisfaction as an outcome of that devotion. These are ways to measure whether we have progressed in our devotion or not, because true devotion confers all of this. If we are not experiencing this, means we have not progressed and made enough progress with respect to devotion. He says in the 4th verse, Yajñatva matto bhavati stabdo bhavati atma ramo bhavati. Having known that devotion, having known that jnatva, to have known, one becomes intoxicated with bliss. Having experienced that true devotion, one becomes intoxicated with bliss. What is the example which comes to my mind? Sri Ramakrishna Paramhamsa, and the very many occasions when he used to go into bliss in that love for Mother Kali. And there are so many pictures also when he is in that state of bliss. This is what is given in the Narada Bhakti Sutras. Matto bhavati, stabdho bhavati. One becomes silent. One does not express and elaborate on one's devotion. One is so overwhelmed with that devotion that one becomes silent. Atma ramo bhavati. One thereafter takes delight in abiding in the self. Atma rama, one's own divine self. That is the final outcome of what true devotion confers. So this is the destination that we need to achieve. This is the destination which the scriptures have placed before us.